Hello, this is David Schmidt for ESFI reporting from the WCS Asia Finals, and here I am with Chinese champion Comm. And if you wouldn't mind, Comm, could you tell us a little bit about how you got into playing StarCraft?
请你告诉我们你是怎么样来开始打这个星际争霸的？
在2012年的时候有一个星际争霸的比赛，然后我看了以后，我就挺喜欢这款游戏。再加上我很喜欢暴雪的游戏，以前也经常看星际争霸1的比赛，所以我就尝试着接触这款游戏。
He said like in 2010 in May there is like a StarCraft like Blizzard sponsored by Blizzard game, and he was quite interested. And before that, he was quite interested in Blizzard game. That's how he got started.
What are some of the other Blizzard games or other games that you've played before playing StarCraft 2?
想说就是说，在你玩这个星际争霸以前，你有没有玩过其他暴雪的游戏？
我以前有玩过红警，就是红色警戒2，然后还有星际争霸1，但是星际争霸1就比较喜欢看，但是也没有怎么玩。然后还有玩有一个叫暗黑破坏神3，叫 Devil 3。Devil 2以前是 Devil 2，然后就是还有就是沃3就是一个魔兽争霸3，他应该知道。
魔兽争霸。
对，然后就是这些游戏就是有去玩过，但是就基本上就是随便玩，以看为主。就是很喜欢暴雪的这种游戏，就很观赏性很强，就是差不多就这样。
He say that I'm not sure, like 红色警戒 like red like warning, red sign warning kind of.
Red Alert?
Red alert, yeah, that.
Command and Conquer
And yeah,
Red Alert.
that thing. And he said he also played like
Do you play Warcraft?
yeah, Warcraft.
Warcraft
First 是那个
3
魔兽那个。第
Yeah.
二个
Warcraft
second,
2.
yeah. But for most of those games, he was just like kind of playing around, but not like really focused. And he said the game by Blizzard is very spectacular in watching, so they're very beautiful scene and just amazingly graphics. That's why he was interested in them. But the StarCraft was the first thing that he was focused on.
What made Comm want to make the jump from being a casual player to being a professional on a team?
他说：“那是什么让你能够就是想从一个业余的，就是玩家一样，变成一个职业的玩家这样子？”
我最初的时候是有玩 CS 那款游戏，然后当时我当时有一个梦想嘛，就是想代表中国，然后能够拿到一个世界冠军这样。但是因为 CS 这种是团队游戏，5个人玩的，然后就是当时觉得没太多前途，我就放弃了。直到前年我打就是新架以后，我就觉得我有这个机会去实现自己的梦想，而且我刚开始上手的时候也变得很厉害，就这样打职业了。
So he said that he always had a dream that he would he would win champion for China, and he was first like learning to play CS, but that's more like a group game, so it's harder to rely on himself to win champion. Yeah, Counter-Strike, I guess. But then later he found out StarCraft 2, and he was pretty good at it, even when he just started. So he said, well, maybe this is a chance for him to realize the dream.
Excellent. And Comm has already qualified to the WCS Global Finals in Shanghai next month. How does Comm feel about the Global Finals, and how does he think he'll do in that?
他说：“那你已经是有资格参加这个全球的那个什么锦标赛了，那你觉得你会表现怎么样呢？”
我会尽全力去打。我觉得，如果我就是打比赛不紧张，然后发挥正常的话，应该可以进个前8。然后我的目标肯定是站在最高的那个颁奖台。
So he said that if he will try his best and if he really performed his best and wasn't nervous, things like that, he should be able to get into the final 8. And of course, his dream will be like to be on top of the champion.
Here at WCS Asia, Comm did pretty well, but he lost when he had to play 2 Korean Zergs in Roro and Curious, who are both very, very good. How did Comm feel in those matches against some of the top Korean Zergs in the whole world?
他说，刚刚结束那个比赛当中，那个重组他们就是你输给他们了，他们也是世界上最好的，可能这样。那你觉得这样的情况对你会不会有影响？那你怎么看待那场比赛
？Chorus，然后还有那个 Roro， 他们两个都是一个非常强的对手。我也有一些战术准备。我觉得如果我发挥正常的话，应该是可以拿下比赛的。可能就是因为国际比赛经验比较少，然后导致自己的发挥有些失常。要不然的话，正常情况下的话，我觉得应该是可以取得一些先机的。这样。
So he said that yeah, they are very good player and top players in the world, but if he wasn't like so lack of the international game experience, if he had more like practice or if he did well to his best, he could have like get a chance to win. So he's confident about that.
In the international scene, tournaments in America and Europe, we don't see very many mainland Chinese players compete for visa and travel costs and other issues. Does Comm have an interest in playing in overseas events?
他就说，在国际比赛当中，可能不在中国举行的一些比赛当中，中国选手很少，可能因为签证啊，或者因为长途的花费。他还想问你，就是有没有兴趣，如果以后有机会去美国打比赛的话？
其实我们现在俱乐部很支持我们去打国际比赛，只要有名额的话，我们就是费用方面的话，俱乐部就是和举办方都会可以协商的。最主要还是一个名额的方面。
名额？
对，就是一个邀请的名额。如果有邀请名额的话，我们就是会去尽量参加更多的比赛，然后这样的话，有了国际比赛经验以后，可能会以后会打得更好。这样。
Says that in terms of like international game, their team and themselves like they are very supportive of them going. Like expense isn't the main issue. The main issue is like the seats. Like how many of them are invited, are allowed to play. If they have more seats available, their team will be very supportive to send them to overseas to play, so they can gain more experience in the future game.
In China, I think the main league is called NEO. And if Comm could talk a little bit about what the leagues are for players inside of China, because there's not very much exposure to the rest of the world about what sort of opportunities there are inside of China for players.
You mean the Chinese?
Internal, yeah, Chinese, yeah, internal Chinese league.
Chinese player against
Chinese player, yeah, yeah. Because I'm not exactly sure the name, but I'm sure Comm would know if he could tell us about the league they have.
他说，在我们国内有一个什么，就是锦标赛，自己跟自己打的那种，叫什么 NEO 啊？他说，因为这个锦标赛好像就是国内的联赛，在国际社会当中了解的很少，你能不能谈一下那方面的情况
NEO，我想想，那个是。
就是国内的一个比赛，中国人跟中国人打的那种。
因为中国人跟中国人打的那种，就是有很多
不同的。
是啊 ，NEO 是哪一个比赛
What is NEO?
The videos on.
He says there are so many games they play. It's not from a single league, so he's not sure which one.
Maybe in general talk about the leagues. Could he in general just talk about the leagues inside of China?
他就说想你大致谈一谈，就中国国内的这些比赛，就是大家的这个状况怎么样，选手们他的竞技状态啊。
就是在我们国内的一些比赛的话，因为在国内的话，就是星际争霸的环境不太好，打的所有比赛基本上前8都是那些人，就是大家都会针对对手制定一些战术什么的，所以说这种也没有说一个选手就是一个能拿到所有的冠军，就是基本上都很平均这样，大概一般上冠军的话都是进前4的那些选手啦，所以说也没有什么太大的突破，这样。
就是说，你说好像前8位的选手差不多，让大家都是针对对方已经有的那个战术安排。
对，前8的选手基本不会变，然后就是以大家到时候在场的发挥以及战术准备这种为主，就这样。
谢谢。 He say like because the game isn't like very developed, and usually the top 8 they're same. Maybe they have different seeds depending on how they perform that game. Because like they all know who the final 8 will be. They already have the strategies to be against each other. So the seeds may be a little different, but it's not very helpful for development of like the whole game.
Is there anything that Comm would like to say to fans in America or Europe who sometimes, watch Chinese players play at events like this, but otherwise don't have a lot of contact? Is there a good way for an English audience to connect with them, whether it be does they have their team's website, have their games on there, or any ways that we can see him coming up?
他就是说，好像在世界上，就是除了能够看你们去像这样的比赛，或者说在别的国家比赛，世界上其他人很少看到中国选手的这样一些能有机会互动的。他想说，你们有没有比如说一些博客啊，或者你们的这些网站，可以告诉那些讲英文的那些就是你们的 fans， 可能可以跟你们互动的这样一些东西。
我们有一些，因为内地的话，就是 Facebook 是不能上的。然后所以说只能通过一些 MSN 或者是以及那种博客是有的，公共博客是有的，然后大概只能通过这样的东西。就是 Facebook 这种的话，我们一般开代理的话还是有的，我们还是有申请 Facebook 的这样。
你们有 Facebook 吗？
对，有 Facebook，
They say they have Facebook, like they have like a VPN type of Facebook. They also have blog, and they often use MSN to communicate with each other, like to communicate with their fans. I mean.
Okay. And this is the last question. Could Comm talk a little bit about Team Spider and how did the team start and where is it based out of?
想最后想让你谈一谈你们的队伍 Spider 他们是怎么样开始组建起来的，还有你们就是整个一个训练的情况。
华谊 Spider 是总部是在台湾的，然后台湾4支队伍里面有个叫华谊 Spider， 然后内地的话是在今年差不多5月份的时候开始组建，然后当时我就从 IG 去了华谊 Spider 这个队，然后我们现在的训练就是基本上。台湾队员的话，目前在台湾训练。我们内地队的几个队员，我们内地目前有3个队员，就是在上海的一个地方训练。大家平时讨论都比较多，然后训练气氛都还非常好。
你们是就是住在那边训练这样？
对，就是我们就住在，因为我们训练就是在2楼，然后住的在4楼，就是在同一个房子里面。
那你们平时一般训练几个小时呢？那样？
差不多就是以10个小时到12个小时这样吧。
好长时间 ，Thank you. So they say like the Spider started in Taiwan. Now they have 2 teams, one in Taiwan and one in Shanghai. In Shanghai they have 3 team members, and I asked him like how you guys training. They like to live together and they stay together. They train 10 to 12 hours per day, like for the game. Yeah.
Great. Well, thanks, Comm, for your time, and best of luck at WC Global in Shanghai in about a month from now. This is David Schmidt for ESFI, and my translator, Xiaoyan Sun. Thanks.